so good. Let's do this. Hey everyone, welcome to Comics with Bueller. As always, I'm Bueller. Today's my top 10 picks for new comics coming out September 9th, 2020. This is where I show you some great covers, some great stories, and some spec books you might want to be on the lookout for. If you're new to our channel, do me a favor, subscribe right now, and also turn on that notification button because you don't want to miss the next video. Don't forget to go to Max Pro Supplies for all your comic book supply needs, and then the code Bueller at checkout and you save 10%. I also want to remind everyone, go ahead and check out comic book Thunderdome at the end of the video. Find out who won last week and find out what the picks are for this week. Alright everybody, if you can't tell already, say it with me. I'm all jiggity jacked up on coffee yet again, so let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and take a look at my top 10 picks for new comics coming out September 9th, 2020. First book up on our list is Empire Fallout Fantastic Four #1, brought to you by Dan Slott. I'll be honest with you, I've skipped this whole series. I haven't read a single one. I've heard nothing but really bad things, to be totally honest. But I will say this, I am going to pick up this book. And it's not because of this regular cover, it's because of the Alex Ross Timeless variant covers that he's doing for a bunch of books. I'm going to collect the whole set, and that's why I'm going to get this book. Look at this wonderful Submariner. I can't wait to add it to my collection. This one has a regular cover price of $3.99. Next one up is Web of Venom WRAITH #1, brought to you by Donny Cates. In this one, WRAITH is hunting Null. I would just tell you guys this, I believe this book was delayed a while back, and this was supposed to come out before the virus storyline, so this book might not make a lot of sense. I've actually already read it. I did enjoy the book, so make sure you do pick it up. There's a few different covers. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. We have the regular cover, looks great, and then we have the 1 in 50 incentive. That's the one I like the most, and then we have the Tyler Kirkham exclusive, another great looking cover. This one has a regular cover price of $4.99. Moving on, we have Dark Knight's Death Metal Trinity Crisis #1, brought to you by Scott Snyder. If you're a fan of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, that's the Trinity right there, and that's what's in this book. They go up against some old enemies, and we'll have to see if this is the last time they have that battle. Probably not, because they gotta make some more books. We got a couple different covers. We got the regular cover, which is pretty good, and then we have the variant cover, which is great also. Honestly, they both look awesome. Just pick up on the book, because it's gonna be a great story. This one has a regular cover price of $5.99. Moving on, the next book is The Flash #761, brought to you by Joshua Williamson. This is part 3 of the Finish Line storyline. Apparently, this is the biggest battle in Flash's universe history. I don't know about that, but that's what they said in the tagline. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. We got the Reverse Flash and all the other guys just running around doing their thing. We got a couple different covers. We got the regular cover, and then we have the INHYUK Lee cover. This one looks awesome. Either one, I'm gonna get it. This one has a regular cover price of $3.99. Moving away from the big two, we have Ice Cream Man presents Quarantine Comic Special #1, brought to you by W. Maxwell Prints. Let me just say really quick, half the proceeds of this goes towards charity for helping comic shops through these rough times. Plus, I think they probably get the revenue from selling the book as well, so they might get a really big part, so make sure you buy this book, but it'll probably be sold out, because Ice Cream Man is a great story. These are some great little stories that were being done during the quarantine, and they put them all together in this book, and now you get a chance to check them out, because before they were only digital. This one has one cover, because that's all you need, and this one has a regular cover price of $5.99. I always love talking about this one. This is Something is Killing the Children #10, brought to you by James Tynion. Not the 3rd, not the 5th, but the 4th. Let me tell you this, I already read the book, and my God, there's a scene in here that will shake you to the bone. It's devastating, just to say the least, but it's a wonderful, wonderful book. Make sure you get it. We got a couple different covers. We got the regular cover, and then we have the 1 in 25 incentive cover. This one looks great. I'd love to get one, but I'm probably just gonna get the regular one. This one has a regular cover price of $3.99. Moving on, we have Bad Mother #2. This is brought to you by Krista Faust. I really enjoyed the first one, and let me just say, hell have no fury like a soccer mom scorned, and that's what you're getting from this book. Something happened to her daughter, she's taken the law into her own hands, and everybody is gonna pay, and that's what you're gonna find. We got one cover, because again, that's all you need, and the regular cover price is $3.99. We got a couple new books on the list. We got Dry Foot #1, brought to you by LUJAN. I believe that's right. Let me tell you what you get in this book. This is set in Miami in the 80s. We got 4 teens that want to escape the drugs and the violence in their town, and they're gonna rob the mob to make it happen. We'll have to see what happens in this book. I believe it's a limited series, and it looks just great. This one has one cover because that's all you need, and it has a regular cover price of $3.99. Sticking with Man Cave, we have Stargazer #1, brought to you by Anthony Cleveland. In this one, it's about alien abductions. Apparently, way back in the day, there was a group of friends and family. One of them goes missing 20 years later, so they all reunite and kind of try to figure out what happened to Kenny. Who killed Kenny? We don't know. You'll find out in this book. It looks like some kind of, like I said, alien abduction, and I love that type of stuff, so I'm definitely going to get it. We got one regular cover for this, and the regular cover price is $3.99. Last book up on our list, and one of my favorites, is Join the Future #5 by ZACK KAPLAN and Aftershock Comics. I believe this might be the last issue in the series, or at least the last issue for this story arc. Let me tell you what you're gonna get. Clementine, the main character in the story, she's been seeking revenge from day one, and this is the issue where she gets to seek out that revenge and put it to the people that she wants revenge for. This book looks great. I've already read it. I loved it. And please make more, ZACK KAPLAN. It's one of my favorites. We got one cover for this because really, you know what? That's all we need. Regular cover price is $3.99. All right, everybody, so that's my top 10 picks for new comics coming out September 9th, 2020. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you bought. Let me know that I forgot, because I want to know. Now let's go ahead and take a minute to go to the Thunderdome. So here you are back in the Thunderdome once again for week number 2. But let's tell you who won the very first Thunderdome from last week. It was a very close race, and honestly, it could have gone either way. But at the very end, we had the PCP Army coming through. So Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers, you are the winner of the very first Thunderdome with 42 votes with We Only Find Them When They're Dead. An awesome book, and honestly, my pick as well. Second place with the Billy from Economics and Comics with 39 votes, and followed by Jim's Comics with a total votes of 35. Fourth place belonged to Everything Comics with 30 votes, followed by Two Brothers Comics with only 9 votes. Come on, guys, you can do better, even though you picked a fantastic book. Now, I want to let you guys know we are going to change things up just a little bit, and we want to focus on the book itself. This is not a popularity contest. This is how good the book is and which ones can we pick. I noticed a lot of people just wrote down the book and didn't write down the actual person who picked the book. So from now on, we're just going to go on what book is picked, and the votes will be divided up equally no matter if someone picks the very same book. That's kind of confusing, but Thunderdome is all about confusion. So let's jump to this week's contest, and we'll run down the contestants really fast once again. We have Jim Comics from Canada. We have Everything Comics, which is my buddy Bob. We have Economics and Comics, that's Billy. And then we have Two Brothers Comics. And then we have our defending champ, Pop Culture Philosophers, that would be Robbie. Let's go ahead and take a minute and go ahead and look at their picks. Our first pick is from Jim Comics, and he's going for Superman 25. Apparently in this one, you get a very first appearance of a brand new villain. Next up, we have Bob from Everything Comics. He's going with the Dark Knight's Death Metal Trinity Crisis #1. This is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman getting together and doing their thing. I know Bob's a big fan of this series. Next up, we have Two Brothers Comics with Something Is Killing the Children #10, the variant edition. A great looking cover and a great series to say the least. Moving on, we have Economics and Comics Billy. He is also going with Something Is Killing the Children #10, the variant edition. Looks like their two tastes are pretty much the same. What a great book. Last pick is from our newly crowned champion. This is Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers. He's going with Bill and Ted Are Doomed #1 from Dark Horse Comics. I know he's a big, huge fan of Bill and Ted, and he's looking forward to this book. Those are some great picks, and I'll tell you mine later in the week. But I also want to tell my contestants, you're not only playing for bragging rights, you're playing for a super grand prize valued at around $50, and right now you have to reach a final score of 50 points to win. Let's go ahead and jump to the scoreboard, and we'll run that down, and we'll see exactly who's ahead. So let's go ahead and take a look at our leaderboard right now. We have Pop Culture Philosophers at first place with 5 points. We have Economics and Comics. He came in second place. He earned himself 3 points. Jim Comics came in third place. He earned himself 2 points. And Everything Comics coming in fourth place. He earned himself 1 point. Two Brothers Comics came in last, and we don't reward points for last place, so they have 0 points. Like I said, the goal is to hit 50 points, and if you do, you win that $50 grand prize. It should be a great one. Alright everybody, don't forget to put your vote in for week number 2. Let me know in the comments down below what comic is the best, and we'll tell you exactly who wins next week. Is it going to be Robbie once again for a 2-time winner, or someone new taking the crown? Alright everybody, let's get back to the other guy who's talking about his top 10 list. Sounds like that guy has a problem with top 10 lists. Join the club, buddy. All right, everyone, do me a favor. Go ahead and vote for the Thunderdome down below. Which book is the best? I want to hear from you, and we'll tell you who wins next week. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what to do. I'll see you next time. Bye.